Okay, get this thing going. Get this thing going. All right, just get a few people in. What's going on, Marcus? Said Atomweight list looking good. Yeah, man. These are some of the atom weights, that I feel like they could pull over there. Pull over to that division. But I mean, we're gonna talk about that too, man. Just to see if it's really time to start an atom weight division. I was just looking at some different articles and people were talking about it. So. All right, y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another live stream. It's me, Combo Breaker 99, once again, man. And just wanted to come back on here and talk about some atom weights with y'all. First off, I gotta say shout out to Marcus and Robert Henry for coming through. This is a division that everybody feels like it's long overdue. I mean, me personally, like I haven't really been like, it's not one of the divisions I've really been focusing on, just because I feel like we still need to build a featherweight division. And we got to rebuild the bantamweight division as well. So I haven't really been like crazy about it, But real quick, man, let me just see what y'all saying in the chat, man. Yeah, salute Robert, Marcus. What's going on? Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming through. Robert Henry, what you talking about? Oh, BJ, what's he up to? I'll address that tomorrow on the podcast at 8. All right, I'll tune into it. I'll tune into it, Robert. Definitely. But yeah, man, talking about this atomweight division. I know Dana White's been talking about trying to start an atomweight division. Marcus, you brought it up too. I was reading an article on that a couple weeks ago. Laura Sanko, she had talked about, the UFC trying to make more business by bringing in an atomweight division. And I actually had an article, man. I wanted to just read through it here because there's some things I agree with that she was saying about the bantamweight division, but not the atomweight division. There were some things she was saying about the atomweight division that I agreed with, but at the same time, I was kind of like, I didn't agree with everything she was saying because she was making it sound like, well, I'll read the article here real quick, man. Let me see. Yeah, Laura, she was doing an interview. She said, Laura Sanko said, I think that there's a handful of girls that can fight at strawweight, but are much better suited to be atom weights. Okay, yeah, I saw that part. Let me see. Go up to this part. Oh, okay, here we go. She said, I'm probably going to get all sorts of flack for saying this, but I think the UFC has proven that women's MMA is a very good business to be in. I think the featherweight division is exciting in its own because you get big punches and you get big finishes and you have Amanda Nunes. I mean, who doesn't want to see Amanda Nunes fight no matter what weight class it is? But I would say that if you're looking to tap into markets like China, like the rest of Asia, there are a lot of atomweight women over there. A lot, and there are a lot in the UFC, and there are a lot in the United States as well. I mean, first off, what featherweight division is she talking about? We don't really even have a featherweight division. All we have is 5 fighters fighting at 145 pounds. There's not really a division. So that was the part I kind of disagree with her on, man, because I was just like, the featherweight division is exciting if you have one. It's an exciting division if you got a full roster, but right now you don't have too many to really depend on to put on shows or really to have like a ranking system. So I think the featherweight division is one that is kind of, the wheels are turning. The wheels are already turning with that one, so it would be wise to build that up. But when she was talking about China tapping into markets like China, to bring in more of an atomweight division, I agree with that. They could build up both, but at the same time, like I said, the featherweight division is really non-existent as well. But yeah, like she was saying, there's a lot of fighters in China. There's a lot of fighters that can fight at atomweight, because you got to remember, like, most Asian fighters, they're not going to be pushing more than like 5'2" or 5'3" when you're talking about the women. So yeah, you definitely have a market to build an atomweight division. And it would be good to have an atomweight division. I agree with her because, there's a lot of women who are going up to strawweight, but don't really need to be there because, they're not that strong or they're too short. They don't have the reach. And that's why I put some of these ladies on the screen here because, these are some of the ladies I feel like, they don't really have the height or the style to accommodate the height to really compete at strawweight at 115. I say Carla's probably the one that stands out the most, but even then she kind of lacks at times to compete with, the taller, longer fighters. And then you got the, fighters like Lindsey Van Zandt and Jinu Frey, who I still feel like, at 105, that's their best weight because, again, they're not that physically strong. And when you start comparing those ladies to like the top ladies at strawweight, you just don't really see them competing or being able to handle that power. But let me see what y'all saying here in the comment section real quick. Marcus Bell Labutny needs to be added to that atomweight list. Yeah. Robert Henry, WMMA Addict, is one of the biggest supporters of the USC starting a atomweight division. Oh yeah, I can see that definitely, man. I've been checking out some of his stuff, man. He definitely make a lot of sense with that too. Marcus, Laura Sanko lost me there. Where'd she lose you on the featherweight? Yeah, the featherweight division. Gary Baldwin, what's going on, man? Atomweights would be the second deepest division in MMA. I think so too, man. Like, once you just move down all these ladies from 115 that are kind of just competing at 115 just to be there because there's no 105, yeah, I think they could. Robert Henry, I have no idea what featherweight division she's talking about. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to go in a little bit more on this article. She was, on some things she was saying here. Let me pull it up real quick. Because, the way she's talking, it makes it sound like, Dana White. I'm running as a proud Democrat. Damn ads. Damn, these ads, boy. Okay. All right, so she also said, I think there's a handful of girls that fight at strawweight that are much better suited to be atomweights. Yeah, which we were just saying that. I know Loma Labutny has put on some muscle, and obviously she's doing good things at strawweight, but she's a natural atomweight. Jessica Panay used to be an atomweight, which I don't know where she's at right now, right? So I didn't really put her on putting her on the list, but Michelle Waterson used to be atomweight. I don't know if Waterson can make atomweight anymore because she's stacked and there's a whole crew of talented women coming up through Invicta. Yeah, I agree with that. And she said, I actually think it's a much easier division to keep filled up than featherweight is. There's just more. I think they're really exciting fighters. I need to go back and look at the stats, but last time I looked, there's a surprising number of finishes. See that too? I disagree with that. Like, she's trying to ignore the featherweight division. I mean, like, she said it's much easier to keep filled up. I don't know, man. I think we're about the same, man, because really, like, you have a lot of women who are killing themselves to make 135 that need to be at 145, there's still a lot of women that could be featherweight pretty easy, because they're really killing themselves to make that weight. So, yeah, both divisions can really be built up because, atomweight, yeah, you got a lot of girls right now that are miniature-sized ladies in this division, in the strawweight division, even in Invicta, like she was saying, that need to be in a division. So I'm just kind of wondering how Dana White, he's really going to attack that. Like, how's he going to attack that as far as starting it? You think he's going to build up like another Tough House thing or like a contender series, just solely focused on that? Or you think he's just going to sign the fighters and make the division like official, like at the end of 2021 or mid 2021 or something? Robert Henry, I have no idea what. Oh yeah, I read that. Okay, Robert, I'm not a Carla fan, but she would be tough at 105. Though I wonder, would the speed of some of those girls give her big trouble? But then again, she'll likely be a quicker atomweight. Yeah, I think if she moved down, she'd be a lot quicker. She would probably match their speed, and I think her wrestling skills could definitely trump a lot of their speed. She's pretty good at cutting the octagon off. Yeah, Marcus Bell, Tabricio, who fought Michelle back in Invicta, won the belt, needs to be back in that atomweight list as well. Yeah, she fought on that last Invicta card, Fabricio. She had just come back from like a 3-year layoff from having a baby, and I think she went down to 115. I think it was 115 because she couldn't cut all that weight yet, but she wound up losing her first fight back. So I think when she gets back into shape, fighting shape, I think she might need to take another fighter at Invicta or two before she jumps right into the UFC. And I think if she does that, I think she'll be good to go. Yeah, Herica. Yeah, Herica's her first name. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe she like disappeared because she was making some noise for a while. The way she won the title and beat Michelle Waters, and I was like, dang. Then Michelle Waters, like right after, goes to the UFC. So I was like, wow. I was like, yeah, Michelle Waters took that L, but she didn't have to avenge it. She went straight to the UFC after that one, man. But yeah, everything to me that Lawrence aside from the featherweight talk, really makes sense. Because they really do need to like start separating the ladies in the strawweight division. Of course, by like physical size, because like I said, a lot of the ladies with the with the shorter reach, the ladies that are like 4'11", are really really going to have a tough time competing at strawweight. Because when you're talking strawweight, you're talking a lot of taller, long, slim ladies, um, strong. You can have some that are real slim, or you can have some that blow up like Tatiana Suarez. That are like physically strong. So it's really tough to see a lot of these ladies that are making strawweight that should be atom weight, like Loma Labugni. Fighters like Loma Labugni, it's really hard to see them competing against the elite level like Tatiana Suarez. You know, but I know it said Laura, yeah, Laura Sanko. I remember she fought like how many fights did she have? Two, or did she just have just one? Yeah, because she was an atom weight when she fought. Yeah, so she has some word on the atom weight division. Maybe she's just feeling like that if that division came back, she might compete. Because I've been seeing a little bit of her Instagram where she was training and everything. Like I don't know if she's just doing that to stay in shape, but maybe she's doing that to maybe compete. I could see her coming back and trying to make a fight at atom weight. What do y'all think? Y'all think Laura Sanko gonna try to bust up in the atom weight division if they make it? I mean, they'll be surprised if Laura Sanko did like don't be surprised if she did train up. I mean, she's not in bad shape or anything, but I don't know if she's in fighting shape. I don't know if she's in fighting shape to get back in there. Uh, yeah, because she's 37. She's 37, and she hasn't fought in 7 years. So yeah, she fought when she was 30. So maybe she just wants to help promote a division, but I don't see her. I don't see her, taking on any of these ladies like Herica or Loma, any of those ladies. So maybe she just wants to see them get an atom weight division. But I mean, really, yeah. When you think about it, there is a lot of ladies you could grab, and you can make a top 20. Once you think about it, there is a top 20 you can just grab ladies from Invicta Um, I think did I say if LFA had any straw weights? I mean atom weights. Yeah, I mean there's a few ladies they can grab from different organizations, and Invictus, that's a handful alone that they could grab and build a division. Okay, connection's slowing down a little bit here. All right. I was just checking the stream here. It was kind of slowing down. What'd you say, Robert? Angela Hill seems like a true strawweight and doesn't seem to have anywhere to go. Torres may have to too much muscle for a healthy weight cut at this point. Atom weight. Oh, okay, yeah. Streams act. All right. What about now? I think y'all can hear me now. Damn, it keeps doing it, man. Oh, shoot. Let's see. All right. What about now? I mean, y'all should hear me now. I can hear me on my screen. All right, what about now? Connection says it's fine now, so y'all should be okay. Yeah, yeah, you can hear me, right? Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, Marcus, you can hear me. All right, and there it goes again. Damn. Let me see. All right, so yeah, what was I asking? Oh yeah. So do y'all think the division is long overdue? Do y'all think it's long overdue, the atom weight division? That was a question I was about to ask y'all. Yeah, yeah, it is kind of long. Wow, error. This thing is really pissing me off right now. Wow. NYC Loner, what's going on? BJ, what's going on, man? BJ, I can't. My stream's acting up. Yeah, yeah, Robert. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, they need to start it sometime next year. Just so a lot of the ladies that are struggling with straw weight, just struggling against those styles and bigger fighters. You need to go ahead and start that division just so they can have a chance to start like fighting at a healthy weight for them. They don't have to keep racking losses up. So who like I was gonna say, who should be in the featherweight division? Oh, there goes the stream again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so who should be in the division? I think that, well, for me, I got my five up there that I picked, but I'm gonna start down the list of who I think should be in the atomweight division. What'd you say, Robert? There are other girls that can fight at featherweight that aren't in Bellator. Oh yeah, 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 and yeah, Scott, he has all the featherweights. Scott Coker, he does have all the featherweights. So I mean, there's going to be organizations like that where you might have one division that's going to be a lot more juicier. There's going to be a juicier division in some organizations versus the other. Like, I don't think the UFC can have them all. The UFC already has a strawweight division, somewhat of a flyweight division, but the featherweights, they're most. If Scott Coker has maybe some like four or five good featherweights, that's where they're all going to go towards. They're all going to go towards that direction. So now's a good time for Dana to capitalize and take the atom weights. Since they are really close to Invicta as well, so they can really just have a lot of ladies just come straight over. And that's what I was going to say about Jinu Frey, man. Like, they rushed when they signed Jinu Frey, man. They should have just let her wait till they built the atom weight division. Jinu Frey didn't really need to be a strawweight. I like Jinu Frey. I'm a fan of her, but seeing her move up to strawweight, I knew she was going to have trouble. Now she's 0-2 in the UFC, and it's because she can't handle that type of strength. She doesn't have a good high punch output to handle the straw weights as well. Like, you got to have a style that's gonna be able to ladies as you move up in weight. That's something she didn't really pick up on as she moved up to 115, because at 105 she was a little bit more calculated and she could be that way. She didn't have to worry about the power as much and the strength in the smaller fighters. But when you start moving up to 115, like Jinu Frey, that weight's going to be killer for you if you don't, and you be a little bit more aggressive. You got to let your hands go. Like, some of her fight, and it kind of showed in her last fight against Loma Labutni. Surprisingly, Loma Labutni, you know, just dominated her in that fight. So both of them really need to be, both of them need to be atom weight. We'll see I wonder if they fought at atom weight, if the results would be any different. All right, what do we got here? George. Yeah, what's going on, George? Of course, Marcus. They need to stop dragging their feet. The UFC needs to make an atomweight division just as much as boxing. It needs to go from 17 divisions down to 9. Boxing, man, boxing need to cut back on belts. That's what they need to do. BJ Wolf will save the featherweights. Yeah, right. Good, man. Herb said no. Yeah. George, Jinh Frey needed time to get the size for 115. Yeah. That was my thing. Like, if Jinh Frey wanted to fight at strawweight, she needed to fight at strawweight and Invicta first. You don't go straight to the UFC in this killer strawweight division. She went straight into the shark pit. And that's just that was just crazy. Having her move up and then she fought Kay Hansen. Like, I still not sure if Kay Hansen can handle the strawweight division, but she had enough strength to handle Jinh Frey. So yeah, Jinh Frey moving that back a division, that'll be wise. That'll be wise for her. Let me see. Next fighter. Yeah, next fighter on my list that I think should be in the atomweight division, of course, is Brianna Van Buren. It's one of those same situations. She's a fighter, young fighter. Young, strong. She won the Phoenix series in Invicta. She was very impressive in the division there. Fighting at fighting at 115, but moving up to 115 is a different story in the UFC. I think Brianna Van Buren being at 4'11", she just gives up a lot of height there. She has to deal with a lot of adversity in this division. And the way she fought Tisha Torres, she was really having trouble with a fighter almost that was her size. Oh, let's see here. So yeah, if you look at Brianna Van Buren, just looking at her record and just looking at her style and her size, very impressive in the Invicta organization. She goes in there, she can bull you, she can really cut the distance off and really just go in there and smother you. And she was physically strong. She was picking up a lot of these girls, and in some of her Invicta fights. She was able to outwork Juliana Lima. She handled Kaylin Karan. But like I said, Kaylin Karan, she's a fighter that is fed to a lot of people. But as soon as she went into the UFC, yes, she did beat Liviana Souza, but she was coming straight out of Invicta too. She's still one of the Invicta style fighters that I feel like hasn't really evolved yet either. But Tisha Torres, Tisha Torres is a fighter on a 4-fight losing streak, but she had enough experience and style to beat a fighter like Brianna Van Buren. So you can imagine Brianna Van Buren fighting the likes of Loma Labugni, some of these other bigger strawweights on that level. She's gonna have a tough time. She's gonna have a tough time because she's, like I said, giving up so much height and reach. She's gonna really have to work for wins, and I don't see her beating a lot of these tough strawweights. Brianna Van Buren, strong as hell, but there's a lot of fighters that are much stronger. On top of that, have height and power, so she could really wind up getting hurt in there. The more and more she steps it up, and fight some of these bigger strawweights. Shoot, I think Amanda Ribas might be able to beat Brianna Van Buren. What do y'all think about that? If she stays in 115. So yeah, I think Brianna Van Buren is definitely a must to move to the atomweight division. So you got Jinh Frey, Brianna Van Buren. Those are two fighters I feel like could definitely make a 105 division and make it exciting. Next is Lindsey Van Zant. You know, I've interviewed Lindsey Van Zant. You know, she's cool. You know, she's a cool fighter, cool person outside of the octagon, and you know, a very solid growing fighter as well. I don't know if y'all have really watched her, but you know, she's a fighter that'll fight anybody. You know, that was something we talked about. You know, one of the things that impressed me with her. I mean, right now, you know, she's 7-4. She's on a 2-fight losing streak, but she's still a very impressive fighter, very exciting. You know, she comes in there to bring it. You know, she's fought in Invicta, she's fought in Bellator, and she's also fought in Rising. You know, so she's everywhere. You know, she's kind of fighting competition everywhere, and I think that's what you need. You need like a seasoned fighter that's been around. You know, a seasoned fighter that doesn't mind taking on different styles. Yeah, Lindsey Van Zant. Still working on the ground game. I feel like, you know, it's getting there, but her hands, her boxing is very impressive. Very good right hand. You know, when she went to Bellator, she was 2-0. You know, she was 2-0 in Bellator, and then after that, you know, she answered the call to Invicta, and went over there and fought a couple times. Went 1-1, 1-2, excuse me. And then after that, she went to. In between that time, she was in Rising. You know, if y'all remember, she fought Reina Kubota. You know, they both split fights. You know, she beat Reina Kubota once, and Reina Kubota beat her in a controversial stoppage. So she's been around. She got different styles on her. You know, different styles on her belt, and you know, just going to different organizations. So I think that's definitely a seasoned type fighter they need. Lindsey Van Zant, she's only 5'2", 64-inch reach. So definitely a fighter I don't see needing to go to 115 when you got a lot of ladies that could be competitive around. It definitely suits her. You know, the way she looks at the weight, I think if she put on weight to 115, she might be too big, might slow her down. But at 105, she's very strong, very impressive, and probably to me has the most pop in her right hand out of all these out of all these atomweights. Yeah, she definitely got some power in her right hand too. You know, for a lady her size. You know, I'm joking with her about that because yeah, she definitely got some pop, man. So she's definitely somebody they could go ahead and recruit now because she's been around, rising. Bill, if they want to put her in the contender series, compete that way, that's fine too for atomweight division. But other than that, I think Lindsey Van Zant, she's good to go. All right, what are y'all saying in the comment section? Marcus Browner just fought one of the top 10 girls too early. Amanda will beat Brianna. Yeah, that's why she got to get out of the division. Brianna, my girl, but she'll be outmatched with Rebus. Yeah, because you know Rebus just too many tools, and then she's got the height, the strength, and the power to run the division. You know what I mean? Robert, I like Brianna, but Rebus could give her serious problems. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because maybe I'll try to get Lindsey Van Zant on again one time, and you know we can kind of talk about the atomweight division to see if she'd be down to sign. Well, she did say she would sign, but yeah, that would be interesting having her sign to the UFC. I think that would definitely do something for wonders for her career. You know, to really push her in there. George, how about Cynthia Arceo? She's kind of I don't know. Cynthia Arceo, she's kind of jacked, boy. She got some guns, man. I seen her fight a couple times. Um, she fought your girl George, Loveth Young, right? Because I seen Loveth Young fight a couple times on LFA. So yeah, um, I don't know. She has a bill for a strawweight. Maybe I just need to look at her some more, but because let me pull up some pictures of her real quick. I want to see if she's got the physique to move down to 105. Did I reach out to her once too? I can't remember if I reached out to her. Damn, I think I did. I think I did reach out to her. I don't think we got a chance to do an interview though. I don't think we did. Let me see. It's possible though. I don't know. Like, if she doesn't kill herself to make the weight, you know, I would have to see her in like a contender series type thing. Maybe move down to 105 and fight Lindsey Van Zant at 105 or something like that. Then maybe Cynthia Arcia would be good to go. But that's an interesting choice though. I mean, let's see. She's 5'4". 5'4", and I'm just looking at her frame. She's pretty ripped, so she might be able to get down there. I don't know. That's an interesting choice though. Marcus, I hope Frey don't start looking like Jody Escobar with 0 wins and so many losses in the UFC. Yeah, might be time to make that atomweight division to avoid that. George, Frey might need to go to 1 championship if she loses. Yeah, if she went to 1, maybe she could compete with a lot of 1 and Rising. They kind of recruit a lot of Asian fighters, that are more her size and more up to speed for her. But let's see. Yeah, so far we have Jinh Frey. I gave you my reason why Jinh Frey needs to be there. Jinh Frey, Brianna Van Buren, of course, and Lindsey Van Zant. Those are 3 solid names right there that they can have. And Carla Esparza. I think Carla Esparza would be a good choice, because I feel like right now Carla still has that hunger and that ability to compete on a high level and really want to get the strap, but it's the ladies that are in front of her, like the Joannas, the Tatiana Suarez, the fighters she lost to, that's really going to stop her. And it doesn't really necessarily at this point have to do with it. Well, it has to do with skill too. They are better skilled than her, but it really comes down to the size difference, the frame, the strength difference there, because Carla, I feel like maybe if she had an inch or 2 of height and she got a little bit bigger, her frame was a little bit bigger, then she could be more competitive with fighters like Tatiana and Joanna. But her being the size that she is, it's easy for them to just keep her on the end of the jab, like for Joanna and Marina Rodriguez, and just get ragdolled by fighters like Tatiana Suarez, or if her and Jessica Andrade had fought, so it really comes down to frame. So at 5'1", in a small frame like Carla Esparza, yeah, Robert, I think somebody like her can definitely do it. But I think that, yeah, fighters like Tecia Torres and Michelle Waterson, I don't really think they can move down at this point. That's why I didn't really want to include them myself. Because, Tecia Torres, the older you get, it's going to be hard to lose weight. And I think that, if Tecia Torres moves down now, she's going to be losing a lot of muscle. And if you lose a lot of muscle at this point in your age, it's going to really mess you up. Dropping muscle, dropping nothing but muscle and not fat, that's going to kill Tecia Torres at this point. And same with Michelle Waterson. Michelle Waterson, yeah, she's gotten thicker over the years, not a bad thing. But, I think that Michelle Waterson, the older she gets, it's going to be hard to squeeze down to that weight too, because she's actually settled in. I think Michelle Waterson has the size to deal with straw weight. It's just all about getting her skill back up to point, she's 5'3", but she has pretty good reach in my opinion, and I think she just needs to really step up on certain things, and she could hold her own in the strawweight division. But Carla, I think, yeah, Carla definitely has the frame to move down to 105 and not kill herself, going by what I see. And yeah, Tisha, I think Tisha would just be more comfortable at 115 at this point. Too much of a weight, too much muscle loss for her. George, Michelle Waterson, Hannah Cipher, Alicia Zapatella. Uh, yeah, I agree with Hannah Cyphers and Alicia Zapatella, but yeah, I wouldn't put Michelle Waterson at this point because I think she might really get drained to kill herself to make the weight. Robert Rebus is almost like an unofficial cruiserweight with the weight. She can move to 125 and down with ease. I consider that a huge advantage. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing for her. You know, you could just say her frame can fit either division, and she never looks drained. Like Rebus never looks like she's killing herself. You know, she's always on point. Like you can't tell a difference. You see Rebus at 125 or straw weight, she looks good at both weights. You know what I mean? Like maybe we have to see the step up in competition, and maybe see her go into deeper waters. But from here, Rebus really does look good no matter the weight. Like you can't tell like, oh, she looks slower at 125 or oh, she looks weaker at 115. No, I haven't said that. She looks good at both weights. But like I said, maybe if she goes up in competition, we'll see. We'll see. But right now, she definitely looks good. So yeah, we got Jenu Frey, Jenu Frey, Brianna Van Buren, Lindsey Van Zant, and Carla Esparza now. So the last one on my list here that I have is Alicia Zapatella. And as you know, a couple months ago, Alicia Zapatella, she won her title fight. Yeah, she just won the atomweight title. She won the Invicta FC atomweight title at Invicta FC 42. Yeah, just last month. As I was watching this fight, you know, she fought the veteran Ashley Cummins, and she won by a Von Flue choke. that fight was crazy because Ashley Cummins was having good moments in that fight. You know, better striking, but Alicia Zapatella is what the UFC kind of needs, I think, in my opinion, as far as atom weights. You know, somebody that's a wrestler and a finisher. Well, she hasn't finished too many fights. I won't say it that way. I think this one just kind of came to her because Ashley Cummins, you know, kind of fell into this Von Flue choke. You know, she's not that solid on the ground, and it played into Alicia Zapatella because she's a wrestler. You know, so Alicia Zapatella, now she won that title. She's fought everybody at Invicta, in my opinion. So if they want to put her in the atomweight division, yeah, it's about time. You know, looking at her resume, she's fought Jillian DeCourcy, Amber Brown, Viviane Pereira, Kelly D'Angelo. You know, she has a win over Lindsey Van Zant. Kelly D'Angelo does. And Alicia Zapatella, she beat Lindsey Van Zant. Very close decision. I thought Lindsey did enough to win that fight, though. I'm just saying. But Ashley Cummins, you know, Ashley Cummins, a veteran. You know, she was able to beat her. So she's pretty much fought most of the atomweights you can put her against in Invicta. So if they wanted to move her to the UFC, it would be a wise choice because, you know, like I said, she's a title holder. And she's fought for Ryzen before, too. So this might be like, you know, her last stop for her, too, if she wanted to come over. So at 8-2, she's 25 years old, and she's 4'11". You know, so she's another one of those nice size girls for the atomweight division. You know, definitely somebody they'll need. And I think, again, if you try to put Alicia Zapatella at 115, that just wouldn't work out because I don't think her striking is that good to really compete with the top level strawweights. I don't think she's strong enough to get a lot of these ladies down at 115 either. That's just my opinion. You know, I feel like she's going to struggle to really handle wrestlers, but I think that atomweight will be good for her as well when they build this division up. Comment section. Yeah, George. Not George. Oh, Robert, yeah, Robert, yeah, yeah. George is a big Zapatella fan. Yeah, I'm a Lindsey Van Zant fan. That's why I was going for Lindsey to win that fight. I was going for Lindsey to win that fight. I thought she almost squeezed. I thought she almost edged it out. It was a split decision win though, but Alicia won it, and she beat. Like I said, she just beat Ashley Cummins to win the title. So, yeah, these are the game ladies for Atomweight right now. So yeah, definitely possible to build up this atomweight division. You know that Laura Sanko and David Denton White. You know a lot of people have been talking about building up. Um, it is necessary, you know, because there's a lot of talent here. But you know, when it starts to come down to size and body frame and physical strength, you know, a lot of these ladies, you know, they're being outgunned by stronger, you know, much stronger women at 115. So you could definitely build up a. You got more than the UFC has in featherweights. I'm gonna be honest. You know, yeah, we could say we could build a featherweight division all day long, but if Dana's not doing anything, you know, hey, what can we do? What can we say? But at least with atom weights, you do have a good number. Um, these are my top five that I would throw into the right away because I feel like they can all be competitive against each other, and I think that when you pick these five right here, Alicia, Carla, Brianna, Jen, and Lindsay, uh, between these five, you can't really just say, "Oh, Alicia's going to be on top" or "Oh, Carla's going to be on top." I think when you mix these ladies up, it's really a pick 'em. It's a toss up. Robert Henry, I definitely think that Hannah Cyphers would do well at atom weight, and I would love to see. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, so yeah, that's my next question for y'all. Who do y'all go ahead and put in the comment section who y'all think should be in the atom weight division? So number 6 would be Hannah Cyphers. So you got 6 right there. Robert just added Hannah Cyphers, and yeah, we already got Alicia. I wouldn't put Michelle Waterson in there, like I said. Cynthia Arceo would make 7. I would put Ashley Cummins in there because I think she's a veteran in the game. And, I think she makes some tough fights too. She's 7-6, but I think she's a tough fighter. So yeah, I definitely yeah okay. So that would be about 8. NYC loner, very interesting. Never seen a couple of them fight. We'll look into it. Yeah, yeah, definitely look into Lindsay. Like, I think she's a real tough, exciting fighter. Um, Brianna Van Buren, very exciting, very strong. Carla, I'm a fan of Carla. I know everybody says she was ducking Mandaribas. I don't think so. I mean, it's really hard to say if she was. That's a different story, but I'm a fan of Carla. Former Invicta FC strawweight world champion, former UFC strawweight world champion. She's done it all. Pale Rider, what's going on? Tisha Torres. That was one we were talking about. I wouldn't put Tisha because I think that would be kind of big on weight loss at this point because she's so just I think she has really 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 a really low body fat percentage, so I think she would kill herself if she cut a lot of muscle out at this age. How old is Tisha anyway? Is she 34 or 32? 31. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, Tisha Torres is only 31, but cutting a lot of muscle out for what her body is, I think that would kind of weaken her a little bit. Who else we got? Knowing UFC, they might pick up Angela Magana. Nah, I don't think so. I think those days are done. I don't know if she could make. I don't even know if she could make atom weight. Angela Lee, good. That's a good choice, George. Angela Lee. I follow her on Instagram too, and she's kind of got a small frame. You know, she's 5'4", and you know, yeah, she fights for one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Angela Lee, that's a good choice, George. I think she could definitely. I think she could definitely be interested in that division, man. I like her style too. Pale Rider, Paige Van Zant. Nah, Paige can't even get down to 115, man. Paige can't even get down to 115. You know, that girl needs to be a flyweight. She got to be a 125, man. She's pretty thick, so yeah. Well, Paige ain't thick, but yeah, she's definitely got some thickness to her, you know. Yeah, and Tisha, I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, Pale Rider, I don't know about Tisha because Tisha, she's so muscular. You know, she would have to cut 10 pounds of muscle, and that's not like cutting fat. You cut down 10 pounds of muscle, that's going to make her age very quickly and make her lose her reflexes. You know. I mean, we would have to see how she feels about it, her body. Like if they made the division, and we have to see what her reaction is. If she's like, "Oh yeah, I can do it, no problem," then yeah, then we could definitely include Tisha Torres in there. I mean, she might record wise, she might have to because she was on a 4 fight losing streak before she beat Brianna Van Buren, and she might go right back on a streak if she faces some tough strawweights. So we definitely got to keep a question mark over Tisha though. So yeah, five. Let's see: Angela Lee, Cynthia Arceo. I say Ashley Cummins, maybe Tisha Torres. You got about nine right there. You definitely got a good nine competitive ladies right there, and that's more than the featherweight division. That's way more than the featherweight division right now. So I like that. I like that lineup though. Yeah, that's definitely something they need to jump on. So what do y'all think, man? I'm thinking, yeah, mid to late 2021, just to let the ladies, you know, get their bodies right or contracts, whatever they need to work out. Um, Yeah, I'm thinking late. I'm thinking like mid 2021 or late 2021 is when they really need to, you know, just tackle the atom weight division and make it happen. So yeah, I mean, really, like the more and more we talk about it, I kind of agree with Laura Sanko. I agree with her a little bit more and more the more I dig into it because there are a lot of 105-pound ladies, and there are a lot of straw weights that can move down to 105. So it definitely seems more doable right now than trying to build up a featherweight division. I'm not gonna lie, because you know, like we said, the featherweights are all in Bellator, but you got a lot of ladies in Invicta. You got a lot of just naturally small ladies that could really make the atomweight division right now. Yeah, so the more and more like I look at what she's saying now, I think that yeah, it would definitely be doable to get it in there. How about Stan Fairtex, in which I doubt she leaves one championship. Stan Fairtex, yeah, you know she's a solid kickboxer. I think she's kind of in that Demetrius Johnson boat where I think one is treating them better. I think it's treating them better. So I don't really see her leaving to make the atomweight division here. I think their money's good over there. Stay her size. She's like, yeah, she's in that 5'1", 5'2" range. So she would make an interesting fighter there, but I don't see her leaving one. I mean, the money would have to be really good to leave to be a contender, because where she's at with one, like I said, it's like Demetrius Johnson. He went over there because he didn't like where he was being treated with the UFC. He wanted to be more about the martial arts, and they were giving him the right money, so he went over there. Who else? Who else though? Let's see. There's a couple ladies I would pick too from Invicta. A couple more. Uh, Kelly D'Angelo is like 1-3, but I'm not sure if I would put her in there yet. Maybe have her fight in the Contender Series. Jillian DeCourcy, she's like 4-2. I like Jillian DeCourcy. She's a solid grappler, solid growing all-around fighter in my opinion. George, haven't heard much about Mina Grisander since she got cheated out of a 105-pound title. Yeah, that was the name you brought up the other day. That's the name I was trying to remember. Yeah, Mina Grisander. Yeah, she needs to be in there because she had some controversial decision losses to Jinh Frey. I felt like Jinh Frey edged out that first one. That second one was tough though, man. That second one was tough, but the way she was able to hold on in them two fights and do what she did, she could be UFC material in the atomweight division. So yeah, that would make 10. That would make like 10 good ladies right there. 10 or 11, right? Let's see. I got the 5 here. I said Cynthia Arceo, Angela Lee, Mina Grisander, maybe Tisha Torres, maybe Tisha if she could get the Hannah Cyphers. So yeah, you got a top 10 already. I think we just built the top 10. Yeah, there's your top 10, give or take. Yeah, so yeah, there's your top 10, give or take, right there. You got Alicia Zapatella, Carla Esparza, Brianna Van Buren, Jinh Frey, Mina Grisander, Lindsey Van Zant, Ashley Cummins, Angela Lee, Hannah Cyphers, and Cynthia Arceo. So yeah, I think we just built the division right there, right? We just built the one. Top 10. More Adam. Like I said, if you put 5 more, I would put in Jillian DeCourcy, Loma Labutni, of course. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. You got Jillian DeCourcy, of course, Loma. There's your top 12. Jillian DeCourcy and Loma Labutni. And Kay Hansen's like 21. But she's fought up to, I think she's fought up to like 125. So I don't know if she could make 105. I don't know if Kay Hansen could make 10. I don't know if she could make 105 though. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I think that would be a good choice right there. I think that's a solid 12 fighters right there. So, of course, there are some other ladies you can add, maybe a few other ladies in the strawweight division now that might want to take that chance and move down. You know, I think that would be that would be interesting if they did. I mean, there are some other names that, like people said, Michelle. Let's say Michelle Waterson. So yeah, let's see. 12. Yeah, it's about 12 right there. And like I said, if Michelle Waterson and Angela Hill actually move down, that would be crazy. I wonder if Angela Hill could squeeze down to 105. You know, she's pretty much all muscle too, in my opinion. You know, like she doesn't have any body fat where she could just like easy. But yeah, man. Like I was saying, I just wanted to get on here and kind of talk the atom weight division. You know, like I said, just kind of look back at what Laura Sanko and how they feel about it. Uh, what do y'all think? You know, y'all have any more questions? Y'all have any more questions before I wrap this one up? George, they would be perfect for tough. Carla should be a coach. If Tisha or Michelle can make 105, they would be the other coach. Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be that would be good, man. That would be good. I mean, I don't even know like what's the plans on them bringing back like a tough house. You know, they really need to bring back a tough house, man. Like they wasted the featherweight division for the females. You know, they didn't really make anything of that. But hopefully they try to bring it. Hopefully they try to bring something out of this one, man. Like this atomweight division. Maybe they could make a tough house on it, like you said, George. That would be good. You watch this Bellator card tonight. You know, I need something to watch, but I know y'all heard, right? The shout out to Marcus. He told me about this, right? Vita Arteaga versus what's her name? Desiree Yanez. The fight is canceled. George, who else for 105 you like? Man, it's really tough to say. Like Kelly D'Angelo is another name that I would include. But yeah, those 12 right there, those 12 right there, man. I think they pretty much give us something to work with. I mean, there's a few other ladies that I know of on like 105 that are on the come up, but that's the thing, they're on the come up. I don't think they're ready for the UFC yet. I don't think they're ready for the UFC. Robert, hopefully we get to revisit this topic again. Maybe the UFC will make a move to make this division. Yeah, they need to, man, because like I said, you got 12, 13, maybe 14 women that are ready. Yeah, so there goes my fight plan tonight, though, man. Vito, she's out of the fight with Desiree Yanez too, man. Yeah, Marcus told me that yesterday. So wow. George, who else? 105, you like? Man, it's really tough to say. Like Kelly D'Angelo is another name now. But yeah, those 12 right there. Those 12 right there, man. Yeah, so I'm not going downstairs to watch anything. I was like, I got a fight card to watch, but then I then I remember there ain't no fight coming on. So I mean, of course there's a card tonight, but that was like the only WMMA fight on. I think next stream maybe this weekend I might talk about the big one coming, the big fight coming, Alima Lay McFarlane versus Juliana Velasquez. Cause y'all know that's the fight I've been talking about. That was a fight to make. So yeah, we'll probably talk about that this weekend coming up. That's something I'll talk about in the stream. Yeah, Love Patra versus Rena Norville. Yeah, tomorrow night. I'm watching that definitely. And the main event is Vanessa Demopoulos. Uh, I thought Love Patrick beat. I think Love Patrick had beat her, man. I thought she was going to edge that fight out. What do you think, George? Did you see that fight? Love Patra versus Demopoulos. That was a good fight. I thought Loveth had edged it out. Her striking game was definitely on point in that fight with Vanessa. But when Vanessa got her to the ground a couple times, I think that's where the judges started kind of swaying in Vanessa's Vanessa's favor. But I thought that Love, she did enough to pull out a victory in that one, man. All right, y'all. But yeah, I'll probably be on another. Let's see. I'll be on another 10 minutes here. Anything else y'all wanna? Anything else y'all want to talk about real quick? And I'm gonna wrap this thing up in about. I say about 8 minutes. Yeah, I'll be off in 8 minutes. All right, y'all. But y'all probably be on another. Let's see. I'll be on another 10 minutes here. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Wrap this thing up in about. I say about 8 minutes. Y'all in 8 minutes. Yeah, definitely looking forward to this LFA card tomorrow. Both of these fights are solid. Wendy Clear, off topic, but do you think Amanda Nunes will ever be tempted to try for the 125 belt to become a triple champion? Man, I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't if I was her because I mean, I don't think Amanda Nunes has that frame to move down to that weight right now, man. That would be crazy. If she moved down now, I think it would really kill her because Amanda Nunes walks around at like she can walk around like 150 to 175 if I'm not mistaken. Wendy Clear, yeah, Amanda Nunes she gets pretty thick. She'll go up to like 125. I heard 170 something, but maybe like in the 150 160 range. So I don't know if she's trying to drop 40 something pounds for a 125-pound belt. That would definitely be a big advantage to Valentina at that point. But I don't see her moving down like that. I definitely see Nina Azaroff challenging for that belt before Nunes does, because that's right up her alley. Yeah, I don't think she'll be tempted to, because I think she's just on the verge of retiring pretty soon, which would be wise. She need to retire. And Amanda Nunes is 32, but in my opinion, I feel like she's no offense, but she's an old 32. Fight years. Fight years. All the fights she's had and punishment she's taken and training she's been through in 32. At the age of 32, I think that's too risky for her to move down at this point. So yeah, Marcus, early prediction for Antonina versus Lipski. Tough call, man. Tough call. Lipski, damn, Lipski is a violence queen when she gets into the ground, but Antonina's really gonna have to make sure she's sharp to stay on her feet. It's just one of those fights, man. If Antonina keeps it standing, I think it favors her. But if it gets to the ground, it's all Lipski, man. Let me see. If I had to pick, I'm gonna lean towards Antonina right now. I think she could deal with the aggressive style early on the feet from Lipski, but she's gotta avoid the clinches. In my opinion, she's gotta avoid those clinches with Lipski because Lipski's more. She's definitely more solid, and she's as far as taking it to the ground, as far as getting clinches, she knows how to use clinches to take you to the ground. Antonina's feet are playing, and she still needs to get out of that Muay Thai stance. But maybe that's something she's been working on. But I think Antonina has enough to deal with the level of a Lipski right now. So I'm leaning towards I'm gonna lean towards Antonina right now. At the moment, it could change though. George, Cyborg, Nunes 2 needs to happen. Um, it's not. It's not really a rematch I'm crazy about, but I'd rather Cyborg Nunes have or Nunes moves down to 125. That rematch makes hell of a lot more sense than moving down to 125. So if Nunes really wants to make like one more big payday, and Chris Cyborg is calling her and calling her and calling her and calling her, then I think that then the fight should happen. But I really think that Nunes is in a good standing where she could say, I'm good. I won the first fight. That's cool. I think for the fans' sake, the fans that love good knockouts in the featherweight division, then yeah, it needs to happen. But I'm looking in the fighter standpoint. I'm just looking at the fighter standpoint. Like if I was Nunes and I won, I'd be like, there's really no need for me to go out of the way to make it happen at this point. So yeah, man. Before I wrap this one up, if y'all didn't hit the thumbs up, just hit the thumbs up on there. Like I said, more likes, some more. I think the more they put my notifications out there when I start streaming, the more you hit like on there. So just hit the like, and yeah, man. About to get up out of here. Like I said, I'll probably be on this weekend. I'll probably get on maybe like Saturday or Sunday to talk about the Alima Lay McFarlane versus Juliana Velasquez fight. So yeah, y'all be prepared for that stream. Yeah, because that's the matchup I've been looking forward to. That's the flyweight fight I've been looking forward to, y'all. So um, we might be seeing an upset. That's all I'm gonna say. We might be seeing an upset. But all right, man. Like always, man, just follow me here. Subscribe to me here, and just follow me on Instagram. I post all the information right there for y'all to see. Just support there and donate, whatever. But yeah, man, I'll be back this weekend with y'all. Uh, Shout out to Marcus, Wendy Clear, George, Robert Henry, of course. But yeah, I'll be back this weekend, guys. Like always, I'm Combo Breaker 99. I'm out later.